Later. Bye.
Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Three Crones and the Woo Woo. And boy, have we got some woo woo happening today. Help me welcome my wait, this way. Over here. Wait, no, over here. Yes, Krista Ducharme from Dimensional Healing with Krista on Facebook. And here we have this one's easier for me to figure out. Damaris Samolinsky with Ask the Genie and with Damaris Samolinsky. And me, Gail Nicholson, Creative Command Coaching Consulting. Thank you so much for joining us today. Yeah, I don't know where I'm at.
I'm like, this is so backwards.
Oh, God, it is. It's so much fun, though. I remember Damaris, you need to like go out somewhere because we're traveling and we're trying to make it. Damaris, like, I love my living room art.
I'm stationary.
I'm actually in my office. This is my office.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, it's been an interesting week all around the world, I think. We are literally in the very cracking Pandora's box of the Lion's Gateway opening. So this is a very, very powerful week wherever you are. And I can't wait to get into Damaris telling us more details about that and all of the other stuff that we have to do, because the energy is really in the space for, like shifting big time.
Yes.
And, sometimes when you figure out what you want, sometimes the first thing to show up is what you don't want. And, there's all kinds of little glitchy stuff that's happening in this process of transforming. And wow.
So much.
But yeah. And and some of the things are like, that feels like Mercury retrograde, but not quite,
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get into all of that real soon. One thing that we wanted to is he making faces at you, Krista?
He's making faces.
He's
his hat's making
finger
faces
puppets on the screen too.
That's actually his hat.
Oh, that's his hat. Okay. So
his hat.
our defined woo-woo today, guest Kevin Ducharme. Thank you so much for joining us today, Kevin. I do expect you to be Vanna Whiting as we go along, okay? So
Yes, you're Vanna Whiting as we go along, okay?
I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So one of the cool new things that we chose this week to start adding to the show is I'm going to be doing a 5-minute 3-card tarot for the month, but at the beginning of each week's show, we're going to talk about the card of the day. Okay. And as always, the woo-woo is in command, because this card that came up today fits perfectly into everything that we're talking about and all of that. Did you think it wouldn't? Pretty amazing.
No.
Before I show you that, though, I want to say hello to everybody who's joined us. Tracy Paquin, Facebook user 1, 2, and 3, which I think might be Adam.
There's a Genevieve's on.
Genevieve is on. Yep, that's my mom, she says.
Yep.
Whoever said I look stunning, thank you so much. I'm getting lots of compliments on my sparkle.
That looks
today.
very nice.
Thank you.
That was Genevieve who said that you look stunning, Gail.
Yep.
Jen's
am I
like,
now
you look
honorary auntie, or do you have a niece that's on there as well? Another Facebook user.
No, you're. Yeah, and Kevin's like, you look awesome. He's giving you a thumbs up. Yes, I get you. Oh no, Auntie is Auntie Tracy. Is Tracy?
Okay,
that's Auntie.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So
but you can be an honorary.
Well, that's actually up to Jen, I think. Actually,
I don't know, Jen. You answer the question. Is Gail your honorary Auntie Gail? she'll come back.
Yeah, right.
And entertain.
Slowly. Well,
Right.
you know, she's got to be in an immense amount of pain if she tore a ligament falling off her Peloton. So, you know.
Yeah, I'm
just
like
saying.
Kevin. Yeah, I know. Falling off the Peloton. Was there blood?
Go ahead.
I was asking Kevin, was there blood? Yes, your Auntie Gail now.
All of my my daughter's friends call me Mama G, and my nieces and nephews and grandnieces and nephew call me Auntie G, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, all right. So today's card is the Page of Wands, which really fits very, very well. So I'm going to give you the message from this app that I pull this on. And it says, today is a day for following your excitement. Yes. Do something new that ignites your curiosity and invites your creativity. It's quite likely that a little fear will come up as you take these new steps, but that's all part of the fun. There are endless possibilities for each of us in this crazy world. Start expanding your horizons. And this was so interesting to me when I read that, because I just got off a client call where what kept coming up is your body doesn't know the difference between fear and excitement until you tell it. Right?
Yes.
Like if you hooked yourself up to an EEG and watched a horror movie, the same exact readings would show up on that machine as if you were like really, really excited about something. So it's total mind shift whether these things are scary or exciting. So choose exciting. Awesome. So
I am with you on that.
I love the addition of the card. I really do.
I'm glad. I do too. I think it was a really good idea. Thank you, Krista, for the idea.
To adding content, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I like that one.
So I want to ask both of you about how you're doing, where you're at, but I want Krista to go second.
Okay.
Okay. Damaris, what's going on in New York?
Well, New York, the weather is a little sticky. I've been working in my other business. I'm always busy. I'm always doing Zoom calls, and I hardly ever leave my house because I'm always on the phone doing conference calls or Zoom calls. So I've been busy with that. I'm planning on going away because I know you guys go away. I'm planning on going to Georgia, probably the beginning of September. So yes, I'm looking forward to doing that. But otherwise, everything is just normal.
Very cool. Very cool. So it's like humid, sticky. Like how hot is it?
It's not that hot, but it's humid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't like it because and you can't be outside because the mosquitoes attack you right away. It's terrible. This year they've been horrific by me.
Have they?
Yeah.
I've been up in Michigan for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and I've noticed that the mosquitoes here practically tell time. because 9:30 and they're out dinner. Here's the buffet, and it's like clockwork.
Like dodging bullets.
Yeah. I was sitting on the front porch talking to my daughter yesterday, and she's like, and I'm like, "Are you listening to me?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm just watching mosquitoes."
Yeah, they love me. They attack me.
Oh, you must have sweet blood, girlfriend.
But I get welts from it. Like I'm allergic. Yeah.
My daughter gets really, really bad welts too. I don't.
Have you tried using the Purify from doTERRA on that?
The peppermint actually stops the itching.
Okay,
So every time
that's
I
good.
get a bite, I put the peppermint oil and it stops itching. I've been putting the Terra Shield, which is supposed to be a bug repellent. That doesn't do anything to them. That doesn't repel them.
Yeah, it's a hard thing for some. Yeah, I just
remember Avon's Skin So Soft.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
it worked beautifully, but they couldn't promote that it does. Terra Shield, right?
Terra Shield.
Yes, Terra Shield from doTERRA.
Yep, but that doesn't help me. I've been putting it on. They still attack me.
Yeah, you have to blend the Terra Shield with there are like 2 other oils, and you make a spray. And I've done that.
The Terra
Yes,
Shield.
but you combined it with
You
something
can add
else,
others.
other oils. And so, see, they don't typically attack me, but they'll attack Kevin, and they attack Jenna. If Jen's on board right now, she'll be like, "Oh my God!" They always know when I'm out. And so, yeah, but if I make the proper, which is Terra Shield, I want to say it's lavender and tea tree or eucalyptus, and I'll do that as a combination. And literally, I just spray it around. I don't even spray us. I spray it around. It forms this great a bubble, and it doesn't really bother them. So yeah,
I'm gonna try that because I have been using the peppermint on the bite, the itching, so I don't have to scratch it because then it gets infected. So that takes the itching away.
Yeah, and then put lavender on after that, and you'll find that will help too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My hair looks
it looks fine.
You think it's humid where you're at, Damaris? It's raining cats and dogs.
I am. It's been raining.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome stuff. Quick little thing that random trivia fact that I shared with my grandson the day before, because we went on a bike ride and he's like, "Can we go down the bike trail?" And I'm like, "Sure, no problem." So he takes me into this little trail into the woods, and about 30 feet in, just swarms of mosquitoes. And he's like,
"No
way.
way."
He gets bit. He's just welts.
Wow.
And I'm like, "Let's go out of here." Yeah. So it came to mind. I remembered from a long time ago, I read someplace that mosquito repellent does not repel mosquitoes. It makes you invisible to them. They cannot sense you out to see whether they would want you to bite you or not, to have your blood.
That's interesting.
And they bite people that have something in their blood that the mosquitoes want. So it's real that mosquitoes don't bother some people at all.
Yeah.
So random fact of trivia.
I like that though. Thank you.
Yeah. Miss Krista, why are you all
Yes. Well, as I just shared it on WhatsApp. Sorry, I was just sharing our link to somebody who's been asking for it, to Kevin, and he's helping us spread it out. I am wet because I am, outside at a restaurant here in Zunder. Did I say that right? And it's here in the Netherlands. I'm at a restaurant. We're supposed to be going back to our magical garden. In order to do this, we're camping, and I may actually have to share the link because it's really amazing. And we're camping. Well, we're not camping. We're Airbnb-ing, but it's a camp. And there's no electricity. And the only Wi-Fi we get is from our phone, which is fine. We're okay. It's only overnight. Kevin's like, "I love this."
Right? Big old thumbs up right there.
He's all thumbs up. We don't mind going and being disconnected. And so I want to plug the restaurant I'm at. So give me just 2 shakes. I had it, and then I had to do something else. But we came here. Kevin's on leave, and we were like on Friday decided, or Thursday night, as we were going to bed. Kevin's like, "I'm done playing with my Defender."
No.
Well,
no.
As he's like, no, as a priority. He's like, "But I want to go and have an adventure. I only have a couple more days left of my leave, and I want to do it with Betty Jean." With Betty Jean, which is our Defender, right? Or his Defender. I have the privilege of riding in said Defender.
And you should consider yourself honored.
Tuesday.
I know, honored. I am so honored having to yank my body up into this 4x4. I'm honored. So I pull myself up into the 4x4. All right. So we were like, okay, hey, let's head up north, and we'll go to Kinderdijk. Now, Kinderdijk is where all the windmills are, so whenever you think of the Netherlands, you think of what? There are a couple of
windmills
things.
and shoes, wooden shoes.
And wooden shoes, right?
Sabos.
And that's all, and that's all up in that area. And so we're like, oh, let's go to Kinderdijk. So Kevin gets on and he finds this awesome place. Now we're about finding things off the beaten path. And it's there you go. There's the windmill. He's showing.
Nice.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
We actually
in picture.
Yeah, picture in picture. That is just so awesome. Okay, so we saw those and we stay in this thing. It's called a peepo wagon. Now, a peepo wagon is like a roulotte, which is what we stayed in, if you remember, down in I don't have a step ladder yet. We're getting one of those. I mean, seriously, they're going to be mounted to the damn thing.
Those little roll out doggy steps.
Yeah, no, it might. I don't know. It depends how much higher he wants to make the damn thing. But in any case, so we stay in this peepo wagon and we thought we had it for 2 days. No joke. Thought we had it for 2 days. We didn't have it for 2 days. We had it for one night. All right, but that was fine. We have it for one night. So Kevin says, let's go to Zealand. So we go on to Airbnb. We want to find another place. It's kind of not where everyone else stays. Find this fabulous place. Oh, by the way, I think I'm not going to tell you where it is because I don't want anybody going there. I want it to be available for me. So we go and we stay there. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that Mercury retrograde, who is not in retrograde, kind of played with us on this one, which then goes back to it being the Lion's Gate. So there you go. It's all this crazy ass energy because we were supposed to check out on Tuesday. We have that information. Kevin goes to check everything. And they're like, oh, no, we're here getting everything all cleaned up for the next people. On Monday afternoon, he goes, and it's like 2:00. And he's like, but wait, we're supposed to be here until Tuesday. Oh, no, we have other people coming in right now. They'll be here at 3:00. So Kevin calls me. No joke. Kevin calls me. We have to get cleaned up. So we go and I get everything cleaned up very quickly. And he's like, okay, that's fine. Let's go. And there's Betty Jean. Nice. I'll post a picture of Betty
Jean.
A
military vehicle.
She does, doesn't she? Right. Not for much longer. We're going to paint her.
Oh, good.
So we get there and we get everything organized. So Kevin's like, you know what? This is an opportunity. Let's go somewhere else. So this is what my energy has been. So no joke. So he gets us closer. He keeps showing pictures of her. So he gets us closer to the ocean. And we went up to, where did we go? Further up in Zealand, I forget. But close to the actual dams, the dikes, that is the delta that they've been building since the 1950s. Okay. And oh my gosh, it is amazing. I will post pictures. Will you stop? He keeps showing photos. He's gonna do it again. Oh, he wants to show you.
Look at that.
That was a sunset
picture, by the way.
Wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So we end up, because of this, so I'm not saying that all these things have been bad. I'm sharing it because it's all been changed and it's not been what we've been expecting. However, I've stayed in, and Kevin, both of us have stayed in. So what else is possible and how much better can that go? Right? So we ended up watching an amazing sunset, which I posted photos of. I'll do that here for 3 Crones. Make sure you comment below if you want to see it. Yep. Say, I want to see the sunset, Krista. I want to see the sunset. Oh boy. Yeah, no one needs to see that one.
I was wondering when he was going to get to, the pinup.
I'm like, seriously, dude. No one needs to see that. Professional. With me and my crazy hair I had last night. Yeah. So in any case, so then we end up down here today. and we're staying with Bart. And I think I'm hoping Bart's watching. He's been trying to watch. And seriously, do you love my hair?
I do. You multi-pronged unicorn, you.
It was fun until you started messing with it.
Fine. So in any case, I'm just going to do this. How's that?
There you go. It's I was shopping yesterday and they're trying to bring back the 70s, the short runner shorts and the bell bottoms. And you are right in there with the flock of seagulls.
I am. I feel like I am right now.
Earth, what is that one?
So that is actually, have you guys ever heard of Delft pottery?
Yeah.
Here in the Netherlands? Yes, it's very famous. So they have a nautical themed one that's very sailor based, and that was one of the images Kevin decided he needed to share. So we're in now this amazing place that's in Zundert, and to any Dutch person, if I am messing it up, please forgive me. I am not meaning to.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Oh, yeah, the restaurant. I pulled it up, and now I need to pull it up again. Give me a minute. So I'm sitting at a restaurant right now, and I will actually post it so you all know what it is, because I'm sure I'm going to say it wrong. Are you showing the restaurant, or are you just being a pain in the ear? I can't tell what that is. Kevin, we can't see what that is, honey. What is it?
Rock of Ages.
Oh, it's Rock of Ages.
I'll
just share the picture, and I'll share it with everybody. Or go on and share it. You can do it on. You're a member of Three Crones, so
you're on blast, Tracy. By the way, you're on blast.
We are here at the Moros Brosen. De Moros Brosen is the name of the restaurant that I'm at the moment. Kevin, you can actually go on Three Crones and share those photos.
It's more fun.
He's having a lot of
fun. It is more fun. Okay, so say that in American for me.
D-E, da. Okay, then the next is capital M-O-E-R-S-E. Third word, Brosen. Capital B-O-S-S-E-N. Brosen.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
The food is awesome.
The food is marvelous here. Unlike what we had last night for dinner. We won't need to. We won't.
Yeah, don't mention that.
Service was awesome. I'll give him that. Actually, our server, one of our servers, I would hire in a New York second if I owned a restaurant.
You New York second.
Nice.
I would hire her in a New York second. The woman was just amazing. Awesome. She would be a server. Yeah, awesome. She's amazing. Yeah,
all right, my dear. So let's get into Damaris's stuff.
Yes. Oh, please share.
Well, hello. So like you were saying before, we're going into the Lionsgate pretty soon on the 8th. And we're also having a new moon on that same day. And we have the moon conjunct Mercury. So it's a time of finding the answers that you've been seeking, because Mercury is all about all of that, right? Finding answers, using your intellect, your mind, being alert. So with the conjunction of Mercury in Leo and the moon, all those questions that you've been asking yourselves, now look for the answers, because you will find them. Again, the Lion's Gate, not everybody is going to go through that gate. You have to leave your ego at the gate in order to go through that. We spoke about that the last time. So it's about, being compassionate, loving, Christ-like, right? In order to go through that gate. And the rewards of that are immeasurable. Like all your psychic abilities, your psychic powers, everything manifesting heaven on earth, really, if we can do that. It's very hard to leave the ego at the gate, though, because we all have like a defensive mode, which is the ego. And so it's hard to do that. It takes a certain individual. I don't know if I leave my ego at the gate. I don't know, but we have to try.
I know a lot of people think of ego as like the nemesis
Yeah.
of human being, right?
Mhm.
But when you say, leave your ego at the gate, what I'm hearing is, what? Lay down your baggage, get on the freaking plane, and know that where you're going, they're gonna have stores where you can have anything that you're gonna need while you're there. And you have an unlimited credit account that you never have to pay back, to add into yourself, right? So I don't know. I just like the idea.
See,
It's
the
like
ego for me,
flying without baggage.
the ego is
Oh,
really
that
our
sounds good.
defense mechanism, right?
Yeah, it
When
protects
I'd
you.
love more.
Yeah, when we're walking into the unknown, we want to be protected, and so that's what the ego is. So we have this
Yeah.
wall up of
Yeah.
protection, and so that's what I mean, But
Yeah, well, it's like having our stuff,
yes,
right?
yeah,
It's like having our
definitely.
stuff. I gotta have my stuff. Are they
Yeah.
gonna have shoes that fit me? They don't always have shoes that fit me. I better bring my shoes, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I also wanted to talk about the Leo energy. The Leo energy has to do with becoming vulnerable, stepping into your leadership role. It has also to do with finding your passion in life. Leo is all about that. It's all about your passion. What is it? When you find your passion, you also find your purpose. So it's really important to get into that energy of the Leo. We have a whole month to do that, right? Well, we've been in the sun has been in Leo since the 22nd of July, but that's what the energy is about. Also,
Let me interrupt for just a
sure.
second. Krista, can you mute for now? Because you not speaking, your mic is picking up your surrounding sound and it's drowning her out.
Did I just mute?
No. I said,
Okay, hold
will
on.
you please mute? Because you're not
Did
talking
I just
to your
mute?
No.
I lost you. I don't know if I can. Honestly, I mean, I'll try. I've hit what I could. Sorry, everybody. I'm working on
It's all
this.
good. It's all good. All right, Damaris,
Sorry.
go ahead. I was just trying to not have you be
Yeah.
drowned out. I was having a hard time hearing you.
So today's highlight, I mean, there's 5 planets in retrograde, right? 5.
Mhm.
And that's why it feels almost like a Mercury retrograde, because the energies are so strong. I'll give you an example of me. I have the moon in Aquarius and I have a Leo rising. Now Saturn is in Aquarius, so it's in my moon and it's opposing my rising sign Leo. So I'm a mess.
You're a mess.
I'm a hot mess.
It's a technical term.
Very sensitive, very emotional. Like I've been hiding because I'm like, just trying to stay away from different personalities that have that ego going, right? Because it's the defense mechanism.
Yeah.
So I've just been laying low because of that.
Gotcha.
So yikes. But anyway, I'll get through it. What I want to highlight today, though, is the Pluto. Before I get to Pluto, let me highlight something else really quick. So we have Neptune is also in retrograde, and we have Uranus. So Neptune is like the
Okay, time out. Damaris, I need you to come closer to your microphone and unplug, Krista. Unplug. Just unplug.
Did I thought I was off completely.
No, it's picking
Okay.
up all the background noise. Like the
Okay.
computer that's in your laptop is picking up the background noise.
Okay, well, hopefully I'll come back. Are we good?
So, okay, let me do it.
I hear nothing.
Yeah, good. So Neptune rules the media, and it also rules illusion. And then Uranus wants us to wake up. So these 2 planets are like, okay, are you going to live in an illusion or are you going to wake up? So they're at a tug of war. And we have to be able to discern what's the truth and what's not the truth. With all of this stuff going on in the world, all of the propaganda going on in the world, we really need to be mindful and discerning, and that's a gift. That's a spiritual gift, to realize what's the truth.
Yeah.
So that's that. I don't want to get into more of that, but I do want to get into Pluto for a second, and that's what I want to highlight, and I'll talk about it more on the post. Pluto is going through, America is going to go through a Pluto return. in 2022, but we're already going into the energy. The energy is slowly, we're in it slowly. It will obviously get stronger by February 2022. But what does that mean? There's a lot of things that are coming to the surface. Our ignorance, things that we have ignored from the past that we can no longer ignore. Finding our truth, our own truth, collectively, personally and collectively. All of these things are surfacing. We can no longer, I always say, in a world where you have the world at your fingertips, ignorance is a choice. And
Right.
so we have to become accountable and responsible, and we have to do our own research, and we have to become aware of what's really happening all around us and within us. All the things that are within us that we haven't healed, because Pluto is also bringing that up as well. We have to heal. We have to heal. We can't, for example, help other people heal when we're not healing ourselves. So I am going through that process myself, and it is a process, but we have to come face to face with these things that we've been through in the past, all these woundings. We have to heal them, and then now we can help others do the same. We can be there, we can stand up for them, we can give them the space, and we can give them the permission to do the same. So the energies are not that strong yet, but as we get closer and closer to 2022, which is really not that far away, really, as we get closer to that, it's going to be really tough, and it's going to be really hard with all of these energies that are surfacing. And we're going to have to take accountability and responsibility for what we have allowed, or what we haven't done, or what actions we haven't taken, or which ones we have taken that have been the wrong ones. So that's what I want to highlight. I'll talk about it more on the post, so you guys can understand a little bit more. And that's
Awesome.
my analysis.
Thanks very much for that. And I want to piggyback on that with, you'll see some new stuff going on in the group. Like Damaris is going to post, like on Wednesdays, a more in-depth account of what she talked about on the show. So, these little things that, oh, she said this. What did she say about that? You'll be able to go back and go, oh, that's what she was talking about. I understand that. Cool. I'm going to be doing a read on the beginning of the week, and Chris is going to pop in with some other new stuff. So if there's something you would like to see us do, please let us know in the comments so that we can give you what you want. All right?
I'm sorry. I forgot that. So the 7 vibration, we're in the number 7 today. I forgot that. So it's all about introspection. It's all about going within. It's all about finding, again, our truth. It's all about, meditating, prayer. It's all about that. The more that we know who we are, the more we step into who we are. So that's,
you just said that at 3:33.
So let's step into that vibration of knowing who we are, and then showing up in the world as such.
Awesome.
7.
Very cool. Thanks. All righty, my dear. Well, this is an interesting little dynamic with the background noise with Krista. Are you on full mic now, Krista?
I should be. Can you hear? Yes. Can you hear me? Good. Yeah,
All
I
right.
covered up when I came back on. I wanted to make sure I could get back on, so I came back on when I thought that Damaris was ending. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to roll.
Go ahead.
Awesome. So we will get you started.
Oh my goodness. Hey everyone. So the crystal of the week, as you just read, is obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, the first thing that came to me when obsidian, first of all, I left all my obsidian at home. And then I had plans yesterday to go to a crystal shop that I found, which kind of became moot. And I ended up not going there. I saw that they had obsidian, and I was really excited. I was like, oh, this will be cool. I'll get some obsidian. And then I was going to give it away. So I'm not doing that now, which means, this is all this energy. You have to kind of play with it. However, when I first started connecting to the obsidian for this energy, it's about grounding, right? So obsidian is a volcanic glass. A lot of people kind of, get lost in what obsidian is. It's from a volcano, peeps. Really, it's lava that's been cooled. And so it comes from the hottest place in the hottest space, if you really think about it, on Earth. But the really redeeming or really awesome, cool, I don't know, you can kind of play with it how you want, fact about obsidian is not only is it really grounding, but because it comes from fire, it burns. It burns those connections. Oh, there's Bart. Hi, Bart. That's our host, by the way.
Take 1 second. Give him a good shout out for his Airbnb, please.
Oh my gosh, his Airbnb is awesome. You want to get somewhere and be like off grid and have an amazing host and have the most spectacular views. And I'm going to share video and I'm going to share photos tomorrow, since the rain came and kind of changed everything for me. But let me tell you, it is awesome. It's great. So
Awesome.
You'll hear more about it later. So
Bart, thank you for taking good care of our peeps.
Yes.
we love you, Bart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the obsidian is also about letting go. Just so when it comes in up as our crystal of the week, I'm seeing fire burning connections that no longer serve you. I am seeing the fire of it all from that obsidian, releasing you. However, there is a caveat to that, folks. You have to be in that space of saying, I trust, I believe, I claim that freedom. And that's all on you, babes. That's not on me. That's not on Damaris. And that is not on Gail. But, letting go of your own shiz, as we say.
Language.
Yeah, that is, let it go. The baggage that's no longer serving you this is our time. The Lion's Gate coming up. And we have two moon. We have a lot of moon activity.
We have a full moon on the 8th. A new moon. Sorry, new moon.
A new moon, then a full moon, and then do we have a new moon again in August? We have like 3 moon activities.
Yeah.
And because of it, this is one of those months. And it's the 8th month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so the number 8 is there are many aspects. Think of it as the infinity symbol. Think of it as a growth, as an improving, as I get that tree rooting, growing, expanding energy from it all. So when obsidian comes in at the beginning of the month, it's saying to you, it's time to burn the connections that no longer serve you. Let go of the crap that no longer is improving your life or your well-being. So they just increased the light for me.
Oh my God, that's awesome! It looks beautiful, actually.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
It does. Yeah. And now I'm getting candles.
Aww. See?
It sounds like Pluto too, with that energy, right? Of letting go and emerging into someone new as you let go.
Totally. And here's the thing I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to be doing a meditation series that I'm going to start inviting you all to, and it's a daily meditation. And I'll be doing it through dimensional healing. You all will be invited. However, it is about growing. It's about letting go. And I think I'll be starting it probably at the beginning of September. I'd love to say I'm going to do it during the month of August. However, the reality is not on. I'm getting a sense. My goal is to have it like from the beginning of September through equinox, which is September 22nd. So if that's something you're interested in, 21 days. 21. Comment below and say that you're interested. Go over, message me, say you're interested. I am going to be doing it, and we'll be posting something every day. And I'm gonna, I've been nudged to do this, and now I'm committing to doing it.
Sounds good.
Yay!
That's awesome. I'm going to be very excited for that. That'll be awesome.
Such fun.
And how early in the day will it be for Americans? Like for Americans.
I'll have it.
Listen to me. Go ahead.
For Americans, because you mean for the East Coast.
No, I mean, like you're in the Netherlands, and if you post it in the morning, then when I wake up, it's just already there, and that's how I like, silver platter breakfast.
Yeah, honey, it will be there. All you're going to have to do is click. I'm sorry, I won't be delivering it in person.
No, that's fine. I can take it.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be there when y'all wake up. How's that?
Good.
See, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Well, thank you for all of that. I love what you had to say about the Obsidian. Because before Game of Thrones, all I knew about Obsidian was that, it was a scrying stone. It was a scrying because it can be polished so well that it gives you a reflection, right?
Mm-hmm,
and then, they started talking about Game of Thrones geek. Dragon glass, of course, because it comes from the volcano and it's the hottest of the hot. And you have to be able to trust that this is going to work against the White Walkers, because you're not going to get close enough to use it unless you believe that it works.
That's right.
And
that is. And what I'm going to try to get on and do, and it won't be until Thursday. There are several different types of obsidian. So what I'm going to try to do is give you examples. My goal is going to be to come on and give you, if it's a crystal that has subcategories, I'm giving you an overall umbrella. I'm going to come on and give you subcategories of how you can use that. And then, as Gail alluded to, I'm trying, wait, this way. No, this way. As Gail alluded to, I'm going to come on and he's so funny. I'm going to come on and do a crystal reading as well. I'm going to come on and do a crystal reading.
Honorary woo-woo is out of control.
Yes.
He gets that way sometimes. I'll tell you. Put him on leave.
It's fun. Yeah. Oh my
He's
God.
the one. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be operational tonight. So,
right?
You gotta thank him.
Yes. Oh,
yes.
I absolutely do. Absolutely do. And for the joy and laughter as well. This is fabulous.
Yes.
I'm loving it. Awesome. Well,
All right.
thank you for that report. Geez, I am the poster child for this week. Okay. I am the poster child. Let's cut away all those things that have served for so long very well, but no longer serve. Right? There is absolutely no shame in correcting course. You've all probably heard this a million times, because for the last 20 years, all the metaphysical speakers are talking about it. If you were flying from New York to Hawaii, the plane slightly makes these course corrections the whole way. There is no shame in correcting course mid-flight. There could be a lot of pain in not looking at your gauges, your sensors, your readouts saying this is no longer, you're not going to get where you want to go if you keep going this way. That could end up in a lot of pain in the middle of the ocean or the side of a mountain, who knows. But so you make these little minor adjustments. Last night I was talking to my daughter on the porch, and she's like, Mom, just 1% a day. If you're 1% further along towards your goal today than you were yesterday, then that's a win.
Yeah.
Right. And nobody can say anything about it because you're in action. You're trying, you're doing the course corrections that you need to do. And sometimes it might feel like a couple of steps forwards and a whole bunch more backwards. But, sometimes you got to go back to the road that connects. So, and it might take you a little out of your way. I'm just blabbering now. All right.
No.
So here's the thing. With all of what's possible right now with this Lionsgate, with the number 7 today for one thing, because we are like that painting on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. We are this close to the finger of God.
Yes.
Right? We are this close. And like Damaris says, we gotta drop the ego, we gotta drop the baggage, and we gotta reach out to walk through that portal. What is that he's putting on your head? Oh, that's his hat. Gotcha. That's what there is for us to do this week. And like Krista just said, with the obsidian, that is a stone that is specifically used in many cases to cut away. Let me tell you, it makes a very beautiful, sharp blade.
Yes.
Yeah. An obsidian, a thame, or is that how that's pronounced? I've only read the word. I think it's an athame. It's like it's a ceremonial knife.
Yeah, I think you're right. A thame. Yeah. No, it is a very short
one. Hold
on. Do you have one?
I think so.
Yeah, please do.
Oh, yes.
But even if you
awesome.
don't have one, or you don't have access to get one right away, visually speaking, when you're meditating, visualize an obsidian blade and visualize the cords between these things that beautiful piece of obsidian. Awesome. Yeah, people have been shaping those into blades and spears and arrowheads for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and utilizing its ability to cut, literally, and to be strong in its cut, and to be clean in its cut. It's not gonna saw it apart and leave jagged edges for you to poke and feel pain about for the next months, right? You just look absolutely adorable, Krista. keep looking. Right. So in your meditations, good Vanna-ing. I love it. Excellent Vanna work. Thank you.
He's making up for your dance. So we don't have your dance today. So he's doing.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
So he's.
I love it. Okay, so in your meditational work this week, if you don't actually have a piece of obsidian or an obsidian blade on hand, visualize that. Visualize a golden cord between you and that baggage, whatever form it takes. Negativity, self-doubt, some jerk, your boss, whatever that thing is that's no longer working for you, that may have worked very well for a very long time, right? But you've changed. This last 6 weeks or so, we have been going through transformation after transformation, energetically, galactically, and all the way around.
Yep.
So it stands to reason that you can't rise if you're being held down by sandbags.
That's right.
So
true.
Meditate, cut them away. They will find it like water. They will find their own level again, but you're not it. You're not it.
That's right.
Right? So
and hey, and just you don't have to apologize either.
Right.
It's okay. There are so many of you out there that are like cringing when I say you don't have to apologize. Oh, no, seriously.
And not
you
just
don't
the
have
Canadians.
To apologize. That is true. No, you don't have to apologize. And those threads, they might not just appear as golden color. They may appear just as threads. And if you don't know what they're connected to, I grant permission Gail grants permission.
Yeah.
Damaris grants permission. Cut those bad boys because no one likes a hanging thread.
Right.
Just think about that.
And honestly, if it was anything that you really needed, it will return to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll reconnect.
Yeah.
And in a wholehearted, in a complete way, in a mutually beneficial way.
In a way, like she's saying, in a way that resonates with who you have become,
Yeah.
not who you were.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
So that's my recommendations to you this week is to go into your meditations and actually I will put in the comments of the show today a link to my free forgiveness guided meditation that literally takes you through this process of envisioning a person in front of you, envisioning that cord, cutting that cord and blessing them on their way. And it is so freeing and lightening. I want everybody watching this to have it at your disposal because this is definitely the week to do it.
Yeah.
Do it before Sunday. You're going to want to be baggageless by 8/8 when the gate actually opens up. And move forward into this next few weeks, this next few months,
Yeah.
knowing that you're moving light. You're moving without bindings. I'll put it that way, right? You'll be grounded. Make sure you ground. And obsidian being a nice black shiny stone is very grounding as well.
It is.
But you'll be moving a whole lot lighter and a whole lot more efficiently, a whole lot more easily in the vibration of love, right? And like the tarot card that we pulled today, the Page of Wands, choose exciting. Choose something that jazzes you up, that gives you joy to explore, right? And step into that that new vibration. Don't be afraid to correct your course mid-flight because it's the only way that you will get to where you're supposed to end up.
True.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. Hey, and if you are going to meditate and you want to have obsidian or you don't have obsidian, jasper will work if you want a grounding stone. Think of anything that's dark. And if you feel like you need a balance, I'm going to play off of what Gail just said. I'm getting rose quartz. So whatever your grounding stone is, if you have a rose quartz to counter it in your hand, you may feel like essentially you're saying, here's your, thank you so much for playing, and here's your booby prize.
I like that. I like that. And I think twofold also that self-love vibe from the rose quartz will be helpful, especially with the people that want to apologize for letting people go, that go, you know, they're a little bit scared that they're going to be okay if they let this known factor go. Right?
Yeah.
And that self-love will help ease the rough edges if there are any.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
But when you're working with obsidian, the only rough edges comes from hesitation. So
true. Yeah.
Go for it.
So
do it.
Cut the cord. Don't cut yourself.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
There you have it.
Yes. Awesome stuff. Well, if you would like to hear even more about what we're talking about today, I'm going to be doing from now on out a 15-minute training in my group, Your Life Reimagined, on Wednesdays that will pick up and expand on the theme for the week. So if you would like to know more about it, you'll definitely want to, drop into the group tomorrow and see Damaris's full written report on the aspects of the week. Keep your eyes peeled for Krista's fuller story about obsidian, what you can use to substitute obsidian, the different versions of obsidian and what they're for. And pop on into Your Life Reimagined, and we'll we'll show you a little bit more about how to shift your mindset during this very interesting and scary, exciting time. Okay.
Maybe months
Good
of
way.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we still have a few more minutes. If anybody would like to ask a question or anything like that, great. But Damaris, tell us a little bit about what you're up to. And just, we've only got 5 minutes. I still got to say thank you, but I want to give you an opportunity to, like, put an offer out there for what you're doing this week.
So as far as what, Gail?
Well, we've talked about the fact that you're a medical astrologer and that you've been on conference calls all day working with clients. Give us an idea of what that is so that people who might be interested in that can reach out to you.
So I help people spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and I also give them a physical, holistic protocol, so to speak. These few months are very, very, very hard for a lot of people, especially if they're not aware. Mm-hmm. So they get into, this week, like today, actually, I've had 2 appointments with people that had breakups. Because, if it's not working, they're letting go and they're moving on. But the people, the ones that are left behind, the ones that didn't want to break up, are feeling really devastated. So it's about uplifting them, showing them their value, and showing them what's available to them later on as they heal, as they go through the grieving process. There's always a silver lining. There's always a gift at the end of terrible experience. Mm-hmm. And so once they find that gift, they can move on to bigger and better things. And so a lot of people don't understand that because they're going through the process of being hurt and sort of like rejected, if you will. So they're not seeing that. They're not seeing that light yet. But I'm there to show them that light and show them what's possible later. And, every time you learn lessons, you have them under your belt, so to speak. So it's, that's what I do and help people, come from a place of really feeling bad about themselves and not seeing their worth, their value, not feeling validated, and validating themselves in ways other people can't validate them.
Nice. I love it. So if that resonates with any of you out there, or somebody that's on the bad side of a breakup that's organically happening because of the transformational space we're going through on the planet, please let them know about Damaris and reach out to Damaris and have her help in that capacity. I want to take a second to say congratulations to last week's winner, Julie Delzell. Please reach out. Yeah, no kidding. All right. That's awesome. Please reach out to any one of us to collect your free treatment. Whatever it is that we are offering, you'll get a sample of it. So mine is a 30-minute tarot reading. Krista's is...
I'm doing a crystal reading for you, personalized. Yeah.
Awesome. And Damaris is offering?
I could do the tarot or any numerology also for them. I have to connect with Tracy because she won last week.
Yes.
So I have to connect with her and pay up.
There you go. There you go. So Julie Delzell, please make sure that you reach out to one of us, whoever you choose, and schedule your prize. Awesome. I want to take another couple of moments to say thank you to all of our sponsors and contributors, Krista Ducharme with Dimensional Healing with Krista and her sidekick, Kevin. Damaris Samolinsky at Ask the Genie with Damaris Samolinsky. And thank you to me. God, that felt weird. Gail Nicholson at Creative Command Coaching and Consulting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Kevin, you are our Ed McMahon. Okay.
You're our Ed McMahon. She wants you to know.
He's a good sport.
Awesome stuff. So, of course, thank you most of all to all of you who have tuned in today, given us likes, loves, comments, watched on YouTube, watched on GailNicholson.com stream, watched right here in the group. And we love you dearly. Thank you so much for being part of this with us. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.